Welcome back to the Cepheid Variable. This is your referee, Chris. I'm here at the top of the episode to thank our Patreon folks, and they are Taylor, Drowerin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, Hovo, H-O-V-O, Jeremy, Ben, Garth, Tyler, and Nelson. Thank you for your continued support over there on that there Patreon. If you're wondering how you can join that, like I've said a bunch, just check the show notes. They're all there. You'll find the links and all that. Also to a bunch of other cool-ass shows who we like. So I'd definitely say check it out if you're looking for some more spoopy stories or just checking out other podcasts. So I want to take the time at the end of this intro real quick to get a little bit serious and talk about real life. And just the fact that we all need to make sure we check in on each other, especially in times like this. This week, I had a good friend pass away, and it's not fun. And if you've had that happen to you, I'm sorry. But yeah, just know that people are always here for you, and you can reach out, and people will always want to listen. And if you're going through something and you need someone to talk to, fucking hit me up on social media or Discord or whatever, man. We'll talk, because I don't anybody ever feel like they're alone or that they're going through this by themselves, because we're not. And with that, this episode is going to be dedicated to Kevin Deers. Kevin was one of the coolest people I've ever met. He loves music, and he really helped open my eyes to a lot of different music genres. He was incredibly charismatic. He was one of the best interviewers I've ever watched. And he was a huge part of the Seattle music scene, the Seattle metal scene. He did 2 shows on KSW up here. He was the ring announcer for Defy Wrestling. He was in a lot of stuff, and he's sorely missed. And yeah, this one's for Kevin. Thanks, everybody. You guys are in a hostel.
Run by Denise Garber.
Yes. And you've paid your $50 or 50 credits for the evening. You've got your, you guys are going to walk around the town.
And that's 50 each for the
50
room.
each.
Okay.
We'll say it's 50 total for the room. I'm fine with that. So that'd be...
Oh, then I'm not taking that shit off my sheet.
Yeah, I would.
And we're here for at least a week, right?
You're at least here for 5 days.
5 days.
Minimum. And that's
because your ship needs to get cleaned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
I do want to ask Denise, what's a good bar spot around here, someplace the locals like? What basically, Master, what's a good place to go hang out? I want to hear it from her, and I don't want some touristy thing. I don't know if they even do tourists here. It seems a little dangerous for a vacation, but
yeah, she'd probably point you in a couple places around here. There's like the Frothy Walrus and the
I did
Dancing
that
Pony.
the other day.
Jesus.
It's when you gargle.
That's when you pull the lip up and it drips out.
Boy.
No, we'll say there's a couple different seaside bars, or in the neighborhood area. There's probably a couple as well.
Cool.
But yeah, she'll point you out and kind of you're looking for cheap. You're looking for
I'm looking
what do you
for
like
cheap.
to drink? Okay, yeah, she's like I would check out go to this place, go to O'Malley's versus Otta or Shucks. The crowds are a little bit better.
Got it.
So.
Toot would want to know if there was gambling.
Ooh.
I'm sure there are some gambling houses around here. Let me take a look at the different districts, and I can let you know if there's any immediately that stand out.
Tyler's into it.
I'm just going to throw on Scatman Crothers on that one.
Yeah, there is. We'll say it like, you're in the neighborhood. There's definitely like there's miners in town, like people who mine, not small children. We'll make sure we clear that up.
The children yearn for the mines.
We are not a Drake podcast, so.
Oh boy.
What is that from? Children yearn for the mines.
One of the best tweets I've ever seen. Something along the lines of like, we abolished child labor, but if you look at all the games people are playing, like kids are playing now, the children yearn for the mines.
Well, I mean, Florida has it now. They're trying to get it back where 14-year-olds can work.
That's the thing that I don't. That's one thing. I mean, okay, a lot of things I don't understand about trying to bring back child labor, but the thing that really I don't get is like all the laws that are like legally. If kids are 16 or 17, you can legally pay them less money. I'm like, well, what?
Right.
Yeah,
True. Because they're not people.
I mean, I don't get that part. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, my buddies had jobs in high school, and if they could get jobs younger, I would not be opposed to that. Like, if you could work 6 hours a week at a grocery store at 14 and learn how to be a
overnight at a slaughterhouse.
Exactly. Like, if I knew how the laws were being used and how it was being governed, that'd be one thing, but I can't trust you fucks.
Yeah, and it's the laws on the books that say you can pay them less money.
Right,
it's like, why?
Like, I used to go to my mom's work all the time. It was like a small business, and on like the weekends I would just like help her work and I would clean up. Like, if I could like get fucking paid for being like 13 and taking your fucking trash out, like, who fucking cares? Like,
Yeah. Or like, pay 14-year-olds to go gather up all the carts out and all that.
Like, I just entering the workforce when I did was tough. I wish I got a fucking couple years of fucking practice.
At 13, I taught piano and cello lessons, and that was
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That was pretty nice because they came to me. I didn't have to go anywhere.
Nice. Yeah.
As it should be.
Like, I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
So so she gives you a couple places to drink, a couple gambling points if that's where you want to go.
Yep.
And I assume you guys head out and start. You go explore where you're at. What you guys' plan? You're gonna hole up here and just not go anywhere?
I'm gonna let the crew know. Like, I don't know about you guys. The security seems a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go kind of see what the local population thinks. Maybe see if I can talk to some people.
I'm with you if you don't mind.
Sure, come along.
Sounds cool. Yeah.
Just kind of hang out and listen, maybe talk to the bartenders. I would also, actually, if we're still at the hostel, I would ask Denise, like, do you ever have any trouble with security around here?
Oh, true. Yeah. Any big events?
Like, the security forces?
I'd point out, like, there's a lot of security forces. I haven't seen this level of security in a Dominion world in a long time. I mean, do you guys have trouble with anything? Like, did they ever come around bothering you?
And she's kind of like looking at you guys. She's like, she pauses. She's like, I mean, they can be a little rough with some of the locals. Yeah, absolutely. They're a little untrusting of people off planets. I would say definitely mind your P's and Q's while you're out there. Some of them got a little bit of a grudge, vendetta. I'm not quite sure the proper word for it, but
against the security?
There's definitely things got a little bit weird as of late. They've really started cracking down on people. Not necessarily that people have gone missing, but if people start to speak out against certain things, might find a window broken on their house or their tire slashed on their car, kind of thing.
If they speak out against security? Or like the state of whoever security works for?
And she's just kind of she's like, we'll say security. Yeah, I think you guys are off world. You don't need to know, don't bother yourself with the politics here. Like, there's just, whatever you guys are here,
we'll
lay
keep
low.
our heads down.
But she's definitely, there's something more there, but she's not like telling you guys exactly
She doesn't
what it
want to
is.
get missing.
So, yeah, but you guys could try like a diplomacy check or some sort of check to like, maybe get her to spill the beans more.
I don't want to press her for.
Yeah, maybe I'll press her in a day or two.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, like, we just showed up and got a room.
Probably be like a persuade check, I would assume, if you, when it comes to it. But
maybe if we can find some drunk guy at the bar.
Exactly.
I hate fascists.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, so she'll just tell you that, just like, be careful, watch what you're doing, pay attention, don't do anything to like upset the police.
Got it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Appreciate the word of warning.
Yeah.
So you guys go. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
who's all going? Is it just me and Blex?
Yeah, I think I was already gonna go check on my ship. So I think I'll just go solo. And
Cool.
also I'll see if I can get more information on that other ship that was.
Oh, the one you saw? Right on.
Sure. Okay. So you split off to go back that way. I'm sure you can find like a taxi cab that will take you back there or something like that. So we got Zander and Blex going together. And then we got our good buddy Jedt going by himself. And then what is Toots doing?
I mean, you're welcome to come with me.
What's
but
the
yeah, if you don't have
Tootster?
I know she wants to go gambling, but the last time she went gambling alone, she got threatened.
True.
So she may go with Jedt for her own security reasons / alibi reasons.
Gotcha.
But then she'll be like aware of where to gamble when she has a free second.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So we'll start with Zander and Blex.
Right on.
You guys leave, start walking the streets, making your way towards one of these bars. Moving fast, faces past.
Damn it.
You're bar bound.
We almost got through it.
Never, ever not going to get through it. We have to. It is a podcast staple. Not just our podcast, every podcast.
Every podcast.
When it happens, you have to do it. So, I don't make the rules. It's there in the contract. You decide to become a podcast. So yeah, you guys are like, you're in the neighborhood area of this town. And I think you probably have learned, maybe Denise would kind of explain it to you guys as you're here. There is the seaside area. Mm-hmm. Above that, where the hostel is the neighborhood. That's where like a lot of the people live. Next to that is the stacks, which is much more like industrial. Mm-hmm. And then above that is the Regency, where like the mayor lives, and the people in charge are up there. The people that run the city. Outside of there is the big ass jungle, and then obviously the starport on the edge there. So, so that's what you kind of learn through your thing.
Gotcha.
So you guys are making your way towards this bar. You have, I'm assuming you guys are walking, or you guys take like a taxi. It's not too. I mean, it gives you a lay of the land, and it's
I would say as long as it's realistic to walk. Yeah, Zander would be
probably like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah, that's fine. Just specifically to kind of get a lay of the land. And also keeping an eye out. Like, do I still see more security as we go?
You do.
Okay.
That's actually you see that there is a young man on the street corner, and he looks like he's just like yelling, and he's just like basically just kind of going off, just like Pernatch, Lost Duke, they took this city from us, and they're gonna keep taking this city from us unless we stand up and actually do something about this.
Oh, he's like, does he have like a sign? Is he protesting or anything?
Kind of looks like he's protesting.
He's just yelling on the corner.
Yeah, but he doesn't look like disheveled or like homeless or anything like that. He just, it's like this guy just like yelling at people walking by.
Does he have a crowd?
There are people definitely listening to him as he's walking by, but no one's like gathered around him.
Gotcha.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
That I just thought of. The military force, are they like, when they're on the street, are they like standing around, talking, chit-chatting with each other? Are they like at attention? Like, is it like extremely regimented, or is it like there's a lot of them and they look like they would definitely act on something, but they're kind of less organized?
When you see them, mostly it seems like they're very organized and like at attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the place itself, the planet itself, is it more of like a middle range tech? It's like not super duper advanced, but it's not like primitive.
No, it's past. I think it's like, let me see if I can. I think they gave you the numbers.
Is it a planet generator?
No, it's an actual planet.
An actual planet in the book?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
AP, actual planet.
Nice.
Do they give me a let me look up and see what it is.
I guess this would just give me the vibe if I actually want to stand up for this person and say something, or just like let this happen. So far, I'm like, let this happen.
Yeah, it is a tech level 6, so middle of the ground.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So,
and do the planet tech levels work different than just like normal equipment tech levels?
yeah, it's basically what you have access to there.
Ah, okay.
So, I guess so it's not like super advanced.
Right.
Yeah, technology is the ability to use and make tools of other. The technology level, commonly referred as TL, is the measure of technology capacity and sophistication on that level.
Okay. So like the average piece of tech I would see around is about 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
that's a good way to describe that.
most worlds in this area are usually like between 7 and 12. So this is like slightly below that.
I like it. Okay.
And obviously the maximum is 15. So
Right.
yeah. So that's what you kind of know.
That's a good system. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just see this guy he's just yelling about like somebody named the Lost Duke, and then
Something about a lost duke?
a Lost Duke. And then somebody with a name you haven't heard yet, which was, let me get back to the page here. Fart Stomper. It's not the guy's name. I just really want to say Fart
Sir
Stomper.
Poop a lot.
I don't know why I just want to say Fart Stomper.
Pretty good name.
It sounds like the bad guy from Cyberpunk, Adam Smasher.
Right, Adam Smasher.
And it was Pernach.
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 Hernock.
So that person took the city from the Lost Duke?
No, they said that Pernach and the Lost Duke have taken the city Celestis from the people.
Oh,
Stolen what's rightfully theirs.
interesting.
And like most people walking by are like avoiding looking at him. Like there's really no crowd. They're trying to like.
How's security looking at?
Well, as you guys watch, about 5 security guys roll up and surround him. And he's just like, "This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, what do you think? What do you think they're gonna do, huh? And you see them grab him and they like slam him up against the car and they start frisking him and all this stuff.
Free speech, not on my watch.
But they're being overly aggressive.
Oh,
for the
absolutely.
situation.
Yeah. I mean, there's 5 of them. Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you guys say anything? You just let it go down?
We could be next, dude.
Yeah, we don't know enough about, at least from Xander's point of view, he doesn't know enough about the city to want to interfere.
It is also like
We've been here like an hour.
Right, I'm with you.
this is a problem with the Prime Directive and like a lot of Star Trek episodes, but like I am a guest on this planet and don't particularly know. I know what's right in with my morals and
Sure.
with me
And
in
like-
the society I was raised in, but I don't know about these people.
I think you guys would definitely notice as members of like, this is not typical like Prime Dominion.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Moves.
I'm clocking that, like making note of it.
Yeah.
but I'm not interfering yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you see like some of the guards kind of turn and like look at everybody like, all right, keep moving. We just got a rabble rouser here. It's gonna be all right. Keep doing your business.
Rabble.
And here, click, my katana goes back.
I fucking love Katana Blex.
Yeah, we've entered a whole new era of Blex, I feel like, is katana Blex.
Like when you sign your name, could it be like one of the X's just be like a katana? Like you spend a lot of time just like.
That or it's like underneath his
Yeah,
name
it's
like a
the
line.
underline,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, print out some ninja stars so the ninja stars can be the X's.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we're getting really into the weeds now.
Yeah.
I think it would be tight if Blex also printed out ninja stars that he had on like a leather thigh holster, like 3 ninja stars, but he's never gonna. He doesn't have any of these applicable
I love
skills.
that.
So he does have weapons for sure, but it's clearly for show.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like me after I watched Last Samurai. I'm like, I kind of want to own a samurai sword. I want to have a samurai sword I can put on my wall.
Exactly.
It's so easy.
We all went through that.
Yep.
Don't
Nino
fucking lie.
Sen for your husband.
Yeah, Kiritaro.
Yeah. I was like, I could own a samurai sword. I can have that up there. Yeah, so if you guys just watch,
Yeah.
about 4 of these guys kind of rough them up, they shake them down, and they throw them in the back of a car, close the door, and then like they all pile in and drive away in this thing. Take them somewhere unknown.
Sexy. How hot are they? Because I want to know if this is okay.
I mean, That's a good question.
Yes.
I will zoom in on the photo here, and I'll
Please
let
do.
you be the choice.
Please do.
we got
So
photos?
if that
Hella
is
hot.
what you think is hot,
Yes.
Mm,
Hot or
No.
jail?
Oh, look at those buns.
he does have
Oh,
buttons.
damn.
I'll
Yeah.
give you that. I don't know.
they kind of look
Don't
like
look through my back pockets. Oh,
Oh no! Don't peg me.
Yeah, well, that's just crazy.
the security guards kind of look like wolfmen, and so it's like, are they wolf people? No, they're just hairy humans.
No, I need like 12 pack and double my weight in muscle and super easy stuff to achieve.
So I have a comic for you.
okay.
Oh no.
It's called Ultimates 3.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
Sure.
No.
Jeff
no.
Loeb and Joe Madureira
No, we don't.
does the art. And it is exactly what you want in art style for men. There's some weird sexy stuff in there that you might be into. I don't know how you feel about incest, but it's in there.
Wincest.
That's the one when they made it explicit.
Yes, explicit.
And the wasp is like, isn't it so romantic? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, just...
Yeah.
All right, Jeff Loeb.
Wait, the wasp was like, isn't this so? Isn't
Yeah.
she a scientist?
Essentially, there is a sex tape is released of Scarlet Witch and Tony Stark that gets released, and like it tarnishes the image of the Avengers. But then they're like
Ultimates.
the Ultimates, sorry. And then they're straight up talking about how she and Pietro like fuck, and like it is like a well known thing that like they fuck. And they are brother and sister, like full on blood. Like you're not getting past it.
I did not
Don't
think
read the
that-
comic. It's a really shitty comic.
Okay, I did not know that Marvel would go that. Because
Well,
it's the Ultimates.
incest
The
is
Ultimates
wincest.
were a little... The Ultimates got weird.
Wishy washy. Well, they have Deadpool,
went,
so I guess
they went hard on
yeah.
the Ultimates.
The only
hard.
only two good things that came out of the Ultimate Universe were Miles Morales and the Maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Maker is basically Reed Richards when he goes evil.
Oh. Okay.
I will say Ultimate Spider-Man was a great comic for like 90% of the run.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean like it shit the bed at the end. I just mean like it was solid. Just every now and then
Yeah.
there's a bad issue.
Was the Ultimates the movie that Kumail Nanjiani got shredded for?
No, that's the Eternals.
The
The Eternal. Oh, huge difference.
Ultimates is just a different universe Avengers.
Yeah, it's the Avengers, but it's like harder and edgier.
Yeah, they were going through like the early 2000s where the whole thing was like, well, Marvel comics started in like the atomic age and everybody got their powers from radiation and shit. And then in the early 2000s, it's like, well, what if it started now and everything was like super soldiers?
Yeah, like the first two arcs are good. Like the Hawkeye's really good in the Ultimates. Like he's
Yeah.
probably the best Hawkeye, I think. But it's also written by
Mark Millar.
Mark Millar, which you have to. Mark Millar's very hit or miss.
Yeah.
He's got a shtick. It's like Garth Ennis. Like, okay, are we gonna get like good Garth Ennis, or are we gonna get like sex joke
Just-
Garth Ennis? Like, where are we at here?
Coming on bullets, Garth Ennis.
Yes,
Frost stuff.
exactly.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I'm into.
So,
Yeah.
yes, you watch this guy get thrown into a truck, driven away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interfering, but I
Yeah.
am like, I'm looking at the crowd. Are people avoiding looking at this?
Yes, as
Okay.
it's happening, they're explicitly like listening to the people. They're kind of ignoring it, and so you guys get to the bar, and so you guys gonna hang out there. And what are you looking for exactly in this bar?
All I'm doing is I'm just gonna hang out for a bit. Maybe Blex and I just chat, just chilling, having a beer or two. And at some point, I mean, I imagine we're setting up on a rail. If there's ever like a dude who's like a local nearby us,
Yeah.
I might just want to
Bar chat.
just bar chat and bring up like the guy we saw get roughed up and taken away.
How many luck points do you guys got?
Look for
mine's
military tattoos so you
low.
can bond.
I have 9.
Mine's 9. Yeah, that's a really good point. If you find another guy that looks like ex-military, you can bond with him.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
So
My goal is just kind of like bring it up and gauge their reaction.
Yeah.
gotcha. So a 9 is what, a +1?
I think it's a 0. Oh, it is a +1.
It's plus.
Yeah.
It's +1.
Guys, give me a luck roll.
All right.
Give me a
This
luck
is not
roll
the
here.
luck that I'm spending, right?
No,
It's
you're just
a-
gonna roll against and see if you're
a
trying to
9.
hit an 8.
I hit a 9. Well, I hit an 8 on the die. Exactly.
Perfect.
I had a 9 too. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys are lucky enough. There's an ex-military guy in here.
Nice.
So you guys are kind of in this bar. So whatever you guys are looking for, you're gonna find here.
Is it like a dingy, shitty bar?
Yeah, it's like a locals
Like
bar.
a locals bar.
Yeah.
Then that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Wait, so Chris,
It's
what
like the
what I'm
Star
trying-
Lake Inn.
Perfect. What I'm trying to get, just so
Tyler likes to go drink. I'm doxing him.
We're doxing him.
whatever. I could use more business anyways. I just want to get like a local's reaction to like, is this kind of a regular thing?
Yeah.
And has this been like happening more and more?
Gotcha. If you ask your military guy,
Yeah. So maybe bring up like, oh, you look like you did some time in the service.
yeah, it's Space Nom.
Space Nom. Oh, yeah, I heard that was pretty bad.
Yeah, rough one.
Space Nom. You weren't there, man. You weren't
You
there.
weren't there, man.
Came back and they
Came
spit on
back.
me. The space spit.
We were just boys.
I love wondering what the context was of Space Nom. Like, why did that ever get named that?
Space France was like, this is ours.
There's no
You guys
forest.
ever play Helldivers 2?
I never did, but
Never did.
I know a lot about it.
Super fun. But there's one planet that to you try to take from the robots called Malevelon Creek. And when the game first came out, it was like the hardest one, like overtuned. To the point where like everybody was joking that it's Space Vietnam. Because like you'd be playing a game and it's just waves and waves of robots just firing lasers and rockets over your
Holy
head and just
shit.
blowing shit up.
God damn.
That sounds tight.
It's Helldivers 2 is a fun game.
It's a cool game. Yeah, so you talk with him. He's like, oh, yeah, I served, a couple years in the Marines. Blah, 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 blah.
Space Marine.
Oh yeah, sir, the Marine support.
No.
I mean, I haven't
Couldn't
seen
stomach
anything.
being a real one, huh?
I just like to tinker with stuff,
Sissy.
man.
No, I was joking.
I show them like, hey, look at these war wounds.
I stabbed myself with a pencil accidentally while drafting.
I bring up, I haven't seen security like this in a Dominion planet in forever.
Since
Yeah.
space now.
Space now.
Space.
And he takes a big sip of his drink. Is like, man, I mean, I don't even know if this is Dominion space anymore. You talk about it
What
like,
you mean?
I mean, sure, they say they're a Dominion planet, right? But
Yeah.
they ain't acting like Dominion planets. If you know what I mean. Like, there's something else here. I think he takes a big old drink and he's like looking around. It's like, I think somebody's infiltrated the government here. The people in charge. I think they're like someone else is running this and just making it seem like they're doing everything on the up and up. But I don't trust any of it. You kind of like sipping.
Yeah, I
his
hear
beer.
you, brother. Cheers him.
Who was supposed to be in charge that is potentially being infiltrated? Is there like a name of the
Yeah.
government?
So typically the person in charge of this planet that you would know was that name Pernatch.
Ah, okay.
So if you look up any sort of thing you look up, there is a Kyate Pernatch.
Yeah.
KY. Or sorry,
Pernatch.
KTYAH.
Those bombs.
Yuck.
And Pernatch, the PER.
Yate per snatch.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to.
I had to.
I had to. Okay. But so
I'm
this,
not upset about it.
I think
Yeah,
I just want you to know.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize to everyone.
Yeah, so that's the person that is in charge.
should be the person in charge of the planet for the Dominion.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's the yeah, man, I mean that's the person they say is in charge, but he's like looking around, it's like, I think there's somebody else.
You don't think they're the real power?
I think that they're in power, sure, but I think there's somebody else feeding them. There's someone else making the decisions, and they're just the poster head for it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Dream a worm tongue.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, come on.
No, very much.
Makes
Yeah.
makes sense.
So,
Well, I mean, I'd thank him just for the friendly chat. I don't want to push too hard.
he's
First day,
like, you're new
But-
here. You're an outsider. I don't know. You just be safe.
Hopefully, we're only going to be here for a few days.
No, yeah. Let's hope so.
We're actually looking for a missing ship.
Missing ship, huh?
Yeah, Radiant Maiden. You ever hear of it? It was just a transport, like a hauler, basically.
Give me another luck roll.
Okay.
Yeah, they were transporting clothes.
And cars.
Yeah, only a
Clothes and
6.
cars.
Yeah, he's like, kids, I heard of that. There's a lot of ships that come through here with dumb names like that, but
Now that I think about it, clothes and cars is the exact thing a pirate would want to snatch and take.
I mean, it did say it was high-end clothing, like valuable stuff.
a whole ship full of Gucci.
Yeah.
Yep.
None of this.
Gotta get
tea
dripped
shit.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that I wouldn't want to press it with any of the locals. I wouldn't want to draw too much attention to us.
Did you have any questions?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. No. I think once he confirms that this guy, Persnatch is supposed to be in charge, then he would have Brent maybe like do a quick Wikipedia.
And I think that's
of
where
the
you'd
guy.
find out. Yeah, the Kiat Pernach, they are the reigning kind of like governor of this area.
But it doesn't say, it's not going to give me anything like tied to organized crime or like it doesn't look shady
nothing
at
there.
all.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool,
see
cool,
just
cool.
like a typical like
just a local leader.
looks like somebody off like a LinkedIn, like in a suit and tie,
they're-
like
like
slick
they're
back
the
hair.
governor, kind of.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
Yep.
A little bit older, but yeah, nothing too crazy that you see.
No ties to corporations or anything like that.
You would see that Brett would be able to find that. Yeah, he made his money mainly like through stock trades, and when he came here, he was implemented here by the Dominion as kind of like to check on the planet.
Okay.
So
Maybe if we want, we can follow up with the Dominion and see if he's their boy.
yeah, and I think you would like see the Pernach name is pretty
Consistent.
consistent. Like they're a pretty well known family in this sector.
Prolific.
So it makes sense that they prolific. They would put him here as in charge. Like they've been here a while. So.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, that's what you're able to find out. You guys finish drinking, head back to the bar.
The hostel.
The hostel. Did you ever mention to her? You never mentioned to her like the ship name or anything like that, right?
I didn't.
Okay,
So, and I don't really know.
I didn't think you did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Blex would think that she could help. So I
Yeah,
don't think
Yeah, like that's exactly like we picked a cheap hostel.
Yeah, exactly. So we cut over to Jedt and Toots.
Whoop, whoop.
You guys get in a space taxi.
With wheels.
Basically another taxi, just a fancy, but
Nice.
drive back to the hangar bay and get to your ship. The one that was cracked open, the door, like the large bay, is now completely doors closed. It's been a couple hours now.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are able to basically get to your ship. There's again lots of guards here.
Mm-hmm.
You tell them what ship you're with. You show up. Whenever. I'm assuming there's some sort of ID. You had to do some sort of sign in.
Yeah.
They take you back to your ship. And what are you looking for exactly?
I just kind of wanted to. Have they started work with the decontamination?
Not yet. No.
Okay. But I just want to see if there was any like kind of signs of like movement, are there people like in and around the bay that like I don't know, have been moving stuff? Like, have they? Is there any sign that there's any changes with my ship? Basically,
No. Your ship is just there.
Yeah.
Like nothing. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, you can give me like a recon roll.
Yeah.
To get an in-depth look and walk around and see.
Yeah, I just want to kind of do an inspection. That's going to be a 10.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're fairly certain like nobody's fucked with your ship. It's same spot it's in. The big hangar bay door, they hit the button, it slides open. It's a pretty active kind of spaceport now. Like, definitely a lot of guards walking around, a lot of people pulling pallets off of other ships and moving stuff around. But it doesn't look like they've done anything to your ship. Anything like, yeah, we're gonna start the process tomorrow. Get everything started by then.
Cool.
And just kind of get it foamed. They'll spend about 2 days of the foam, then it'll get drained off, and then we're going to scan it, make sure there's nothing, scan for, gives you a list of the certain things they're going to scan for. Right. It's like, once it's clean then you guys are free to leave, so.
Okay. Okay. Like, I guess I ask, like, I don't know if it was already answered. I guess tell me if this is already answered. Do we know what specifically they're decontaminating for?
They just told you like outside contaminants from space and whatnot.
Seems okay.
They don't know where your ship came from.
Too vague.
Yeah.
This fishy.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
like-
so I ask more about that, I guess. Like,
yeah, they would give you some sort of like, you know,
Realistic
or a
sounding
realistic
answer.
sounding answer.
Solar pollen.
Right. So they're like, we don't know where you came from. We don't know what you might have picked up. So, you know, every one of these bays is pressurized. They, you know, it can't. Once you've landed in here, we seal it up. We're going to run a decontamination through, and then just to be sure everything's safe. We don't want anything getting out here and hurting the local population, the flora, the fauna, if it gets into the air. So,
like, I mean, has there? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm really sorry. As people who have traveled in space, I'm thinking like you three. Would anybody recognize 5 days as a slow turn time to get this process done?
Well, as I understand, it's less of a 5 days to do it, so much as it is 5 days of just quarantine for 5 days. Maybe a little. I mean, am I wrong on that?
yeah, it's not going to take the full. Like, it'll be like it will soak it for like 2 days.
Okay,
And then they're gonna like still check it for a day or two to make sure.
even
it's good.
so, like a 5-day quarantine sounds reasonable and like something that we would have experienced on another planet at some
Sure,
point.
I don't think you guys like not to that level.
Yeah.
I think that's something
okay.
that's
Yeah,
definitely like
Yeah,
Okay.
the precedent isn't super set.
Yeah,
So I guess
right,
I
right.
kind of like try to vibe with them, be like, yeah, no, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe myself, but you know, but what are we talking? I'm just because I mean I've been around to a lot of different planets, and this is, I mean, I've never really seen active, proactive decontamination like on this level. Is there like historical examples of the kind of problem that you're trying to solve? Like, what, you know, tell me more about that.
Yeah, and they would they'd be like, yeah, no, we had something happen one time. People brought in like, you know, like space rats or something got in there, like some sort of chemical or some sort of pathogen came through and wiped out part of the forest. We had to regrow it, that kind of thing. So we're just trying to be safe of whatever, you know, what we got going on here. We have an ecosystem. We don't want anything that's going to contaminate the water get in there. Anything that's going to contaminate the forest. Just trying to be safe and protect ourselves here because this is what we got. So.
So, how long? She kind of Toot walks up, and she's been like having her back towards them, having this conversation, like trying to see if there's anyone like looking at them because she's super paranoid right now.
Everybody, like every guard is looking at you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like every single one of these guards is looking at you.
So Toots turns around, and she's like noting this, and she's just kind of like takes off her goggles and hat, and like puts on the big diplomat smile, and she's just like, "So, what's your name?"
And it's like, why do you need to know my name?
Oh, I'm just being friendly. My name is Toot. Toot Rodgers. I don't know if you've heard of my family, the Rodgers from whatever planet we hailed from that I totally forgot the name of.
New Zimbabwe.
I can't
New Zimbabwe.
say I've ever heard of a Toots, but nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too.
I just don't say
He
anything.
just doesn't say anything.
Doesn't say anything.
How long have you been stationed here? You seem like you've been working this quarantine spot for quite some time.
Yeah, this has been my job for the last 15 years, so.
Oh, okay. So you've been stationed here for 15 years doing the same job?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, okay. So you must have been seeing some interesting things come in and out of here.
Yeah, I mean, the spaceport, you get chips coming in and out, and then all sorts of rabble-rousers coming in here from the outside, and then they leave.
Oh, yeah. People that try to make a big job or a small job even bigger, it makes hard things for us, right? Yeah, I hate it when people do that. So what's like the weirdest thing you would say that came around here in these here parts?
And it's like, well, there was this one lady who tried to tell me about her family. I wanted to get to know me. That was pretty weird.
Yeah. So pretty normal things.
No, he'd be like, yeah, we've seen all sorts of things come through here. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of money. I mean, I'm not paying for this, so you're giving me a free wash here. So who's bankrolling this? Like, who
That is a good question.
I'm sure you wonder that. Like, you've been doing this for so long. I'm sure you're invested in like the meaning of behind what you're doing. Is there a little bit of questioning of like, yeah, who's
He's like trying to think your question. He's like, I mean, it's a directive from the Regency, the ones in charge. Chips come in, they get cleaned, they go.
I understand
You gotta
following
protect her.
orders, but you don't have a curiosity. You've never had in 15 years a curiosity.
No,
about that?
nope,
Wow.
sure haven't.
Yeah.
Chris really
No one
makes
else?
it hard to be a diplomat in this
Yeah.
game. Like, none of us have ever been.
You haven't
like,
made a roll. You're just.
I did fail a roll, to be honest.
I mean, I'm. You tell me when I roll. I'm not just gonna roll.
Well, no,
Blex is-
you could tell me, hey, I want to roll for diplomacy to get this, and this. I'm like,
I
all right,
didn't
cool.
realize. Okay, I just
So-
trying to get information. I thought it was like reverse, where it's a pull.
No,
pull
feel free. I mean,
system.
So he's just kind of sitting there, like he seems to be humoring you to a certain extent of like answering your questions,
Right.
Gotcha.
But like he's kind of looking past you, like looking at everything.
Like
else.
he's doing the recited script that
Yes,
he's supposed
exactly.
to be reciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I guess I could try to be diplomatic about like, I don't know, relating to his like job, and I'm sure like most people like most people that are in one position like this for a long time have their like things they complain about, right? They're the things that they see that they don't agree with, right? And so I think I'm playing on that,
Okay.
and trying to go like trying to basically, and the thing I'm trying to get is, even though he's given me straight man answers, like if he was going to say his theory on what's, you know, why this is the way it is, you know, like, you know, even conjecture, and he's just kind of like hand wavy ballpark trying to you know, tell me about like, oh, I don't really know, you know, like that's what I'm trying to get out of him. And so
you want to understand why he thinks that they are quarantining ships?
like, yeah, why is so much money being spent on this when he has very trivial examples of non-impactful things that have occurred? It's like,
Gotcha.
one, the forcing function that initially stood up this process, and two, the forcing function for having it precisely maintained and bankrolled for as long as it has been.
Pretty good.
Gotcha.
Pretty
All right,
good.
give me a diplomat roll with social. It's gonna be a 10+.
Oh man.
I want to help, but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I could, but then I could make it worse too.
It's a 8 on the dice with a 2 persuade.
Okay.
And it's 0 social.
Gotcha. So he's just kind of sitting there, and so you're trying to like what he's like, look, man, I don't know why they're choosing to do this. They say that's what we do, so that's what we do. If you really have these questions, go talk with the higher ups. I'm just a grunt here on the floor.
Yeah.
Like I don't think about it. I get through my day, I go home to my family, and I come back. Like, they got a reason for doing it. I don't really care what that reason is as long as I get paid. And so he just doesn't seem like he doesn't put that much thought into it.
Wow.
He doesn't care.
That dude,
Like,
he's a salary man.
Yeah, he's just trying to get through his day.
This right here is a run out the clock situation.
And
Exactly. Yeah, he's very much just like talking to you, just is getting his day through. So
Yeah. We haven't talked to anyone like, you know, other than the person that we talked to for the quarantining, like the lady. Like,
no, yeah, Quaid's the only. Yeah, that and probably the lady with the hostel.
Okay. So do I get the feeling that we've already talked to like the person that would be the next person that he would refer to? Like, would it be that lady at the desk, or like if I were to ask, hey, you know, who the person that would have this information that you know, who is that?
What information?
The information that I rolled a check for. Like
why they're doing it? He's
like, yeah, exactly.
He's like, yeah, you probably want to
someone
talk
running
with
the
like,
operation.
yeah, you got to talk with someone higher up. Like Miss Quayle, she's just in charge of paperwork. You probably want to talk with somebody like the mayor or something like that, or someone there, like someone higher up. We just do what we're told to do here. So
I mean, doesn't your boss and boss's boss maybe know? Or?
probably my boss's boss. Yeah, that would be the most pertinent thing.
Okay. I mean, like, are they around? Can I talk to them?
No, not right here. No.
Okay.
They are over. You know, there's like you want to talk to a manager. Sure, you can talk to a manager, but
Oh, I don't want to be a Karen, a space Karen.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak to your manager.
Okay. Well, it sounds like maybe that's a dead end. Okay. So when I was walking in, did I get like based on what I peeped, did I see like the bay doors were closed?
Bay doors were closed
on that other ship.
Yes.
And there's like no other way to see in there. Like that's the only way to access.
yeah, that's the only way is through those big bay doors.
Okay. And this is where we landed, right? So there's a hole in the above, and there's the bay door.
Yeah, so like think of it like little pods. Like you came through the pod, it seals up, and they're like little tiny pods, and then you exit out into the one. So
Toots would probably just be like, "Okay, Mr. Employee Man, how many of these do you think you get done per day? Like, this is a relatively small ship, I understand, but like this would take you how long versus something larger, like a whatever ship the Maiden was that I don't know.
Gotcha.
Meescha doesn't
Radiant
know,
Maiden?
but yeah. But like not say Radiant Maiden, but say like the type of ship that it was, which is
he's just
obviously
like 2 days.
2 days for this ship, and then like 4 days for the bigger ship, or
No, 2 days.
for both?
Yeah, the entire hangar fills up with foam, covers the ship, and then we wash it out, and then we look at it for 2 days. So the foam gets all over the ship, and it fills up the whole area. That's why we don't let you guys on your ship during that time. 'Cause it's all
Understood.
going to be foam.
Understood.
And then when we wash that out and get that cleaned out, then we scan the ship to make sure nothing else is showing up, and then it's good to go.
A quick question though, like, what if you, I don't know how to do maintenance on the outside, like paint a ship? How long would that take versus, filling up the whole hangar? Because like the paint has to dry, right? So like the amount of time of, painting it.
I mean, painting the ship's going to take as long as it takes to paint a ship. Like, could take a week, take a couple days. Depends on how big a crew you got going on there, how fast it's going to take, what colors they want, how many different colors they want. Do we got to do designs on it? Those stencils, all that's going to factor in.
Decals, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that seems.
It's like, you got to ask the painters. I'm not a painter. I'm just a guard. I'm just here
Okay.
watching this hangar here.
Hey, yeah, yep, understood.
I might jump in if you don't
Do
mind.
it.
And I kind of want to ask, like, okay, my own edification. Wouldn't you scan first and then wash it off? Like, wouldn't you be interested in what the toxins were? What's with the wash and then scan?
He's like, that's the process we do. We wash it and we check.
This fucking guy.
It's like,
What do you know?
he's a guard. Like, he's not the technician who
Oh my
runs the
God.
process. He's
Guess
just a guy who washes the
guard.
He's just watching the hangar to make sure no one goes in and out.
I thought he was like the technician.
He's like,
Is there a Goodwill Hunting anywhere? That
he's like, you want to talk to an engineer? Yeah, I can call down an
the
engineer.
people
Sure.
who are going to clean my ship. I want to talk to them.
Sure. And so he like hits the thing. He's like, talks to his thing. He's like, you want to get Jimmy down here? We got a guy who wants to know about what's happened to his ship. And you see another, like, probably wait 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Space minutes.
62 seconds.
Yes. And this, larger, heavier set guy kind of comes walking up. He's like, which one? You have a question about this whole
I basically
process?
say everything I already said.
Cool.
You
And then-
requested a janitor engineer?
And so,
And I rolled the same way.
and so he just kind of sits down and he's just like, okay, so yeah, like you land, we looked at the ship, we do a quick scan, and then we foam. Like,
okay.
The whole process is you land, as soon as you're out there, once you give us the clear, once you've got everything off of there, then we're going to do a scan, and then we're going to foam it for 2 days, and then we scan after so that we know everything's gone. He's like giving you the whole detailed breakdown.
I mean,
he's like explaining the chemicals.
Nice.
He's giving you every like little tiny
Love it.
detail that you have no fucking idea what he's talking about, but he's
that's
so into everything he's talking about,
love
like
it.
the most
Man, the stark
molecular
contrast.
level he could.
Chris is over this. He's like, he gives the
Yeah,
exact
he's like,
right answer every
Anything
single
you
time.
could ever want, he
Wow,
gives
this
you.
guy sounds suspiciously like Cody. Turns out it's just to
weird.
make sure
Yeah,
that we
just
get
Just a Cody
Yeah,
NPC.
just save my knowledge. Yeah.
So-
Okay, so I just go like, if you scan and then you don't find anything, why would you need to foam then?
It's like to be safe. Like
To be safe.
it's protocol.
Okay.
Ship lands, we scan, we foam, we wait days. That's the protocol.
Okay.
So I don't make the protocol. We follow the protocol. You get it done. I'm sorry. I apologize. You're gonna have to be here for a couple days. I know that's frustrating. You're gonna lose money. I get it, but
Sucks ass.
you gotta protect the planet.
Sucks
So
I'm bored.
Yeah, bro, sucks fucking
bring
ass.
we'll go be bored somewhere else.
Maybe we can honestly talk to the Prime Dominion about like being compensated because we were never told that it was going to be a 5-day
yeah.
quarantine.
Yeah,
so
none
we're
of this
really
was
like,
mentioned.
Time is
Fuck.
money. Money is
Yeah.
power. Power
You
is
might be able to.
Yeah, because they were just like, yeah, you want to escort down. They didn't say like you want to escort down and hang out for a week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big
exactly.
difference.
It's a very big difference.
Yeah, dude.
An old rug pull.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's going to cost you a little extra.
yeah.
It definitely feels like that, where it's just like, oh, yeah, you want, oh, yeah. It's going to be a little bit extra for that, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, trust me, bro.
So,
Okay, so I asked this guy, who's a knowledgeable guy. I talk about some of the other hangars, and I don't mention the one that we're interested in first. But I go like, hey, yeah, like so I walked by some hangars that had the doors open. One of them I think was getting washed. And then there was another one that had like a blanket or like a tarp over it, and whatever.
Blanket,
fucking
it's
blanket. Yeah, it's a sleepy ship.
You should say you're both ship
No,
guys. That's why you're interested. That way it's not so.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. From one,
From one seaman to another.
The frothy walrus. They're both part of the regiment of the frothy walrus.
Yeah.
It's true. The Fraternal Order of Frothy Walruses.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're asking about that ship?
Yeah. I'm like, so yeah, I mean, what's with that? I mean, is my ship going to be covered in a tarp or what?
No, your ship's not getting painted.
So that one's getting painted. Right.
That one's getting fixed
painted,
up and
right.
it's getting painted, so that's why
yeah.
it's in the larger room.
And that one, what is? I mean, like mine's not getting painted, right?
No, I just said that. You're not getting painted. No.
Okay, cool.
You're not getting, you are here, unless you want to paint it.
I mean,
I'll be more than happy to paint it if
is that
that's
like
what
a
you
standard
want.
offering?
I mean, ships will come down to planet, and if they have certain things they want to take care of, we'll take care of it for them. But
Damn, I mean, you guys are what? That's a big operation. Like, you guys are, set up for that. So, I mean, that must be a service that's officially like offered and like normalized. Like that's a normal
it's
thing.
not a normal thing, but if they're traveling through, we have a starport. They come down if they're asking about stuff. Well, yeah, we can help take care of that. You don't seem like you want that. So,
I mean, I don't know what the future holds. So I'm just.
Well, if you're ever in the area and you want your ship painted, we'll be more than happy to. So.
It's a turnkey service, and you guys got the gear to do it quickly. I mean,
He's like, sir, can I help you with anything else?
Tell me more about your family.
He answers exactly the right answer. Very meticulous.
Because I'm not going to know all the ins and outs of the chemicals used.
Oh,
so.
I know, yeah, but I'm putting you on the spot. You gotta know that's a hot seat.
I don't, because it just says in here they do chemicals.
So okay, so I mean, so the turnaround time for painting, what is that? Do you think? Yeah,
it depends on the size of the ship. It's a
well,
larger
about
ship.
that ship, the one that's being painted.
One's probably have it done in another 2 or 3 days. We got a pretty big crew on there getting it finished up. So I think we got about 3 days left.
Oh, okay. So it's about 2 or 3 days more, and I mean, that doesn't tell me exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how long it takes. So when did it start?
You don't need to know that information. Why do you care?
Oh, well, okay.
Your ship is going to take 2 days.
Let me rephrase.
I can't tell you about this other person's ship.
I do, but I am on the same.
See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. I don't need to know about that ship. I need to know how if I brought in my ship that was about that big,
size,
how long would it take to paint?
There you go.
Assuming that you painted about as fast as that ship.
And he's just kind of staring at you. He's like, I think we're done here. I appreciate your time.
Bro.
Why would he ask? Why would he answer that?
What?
Why would you ask? The way you're asking it is really suspicious.
I mean, do I need to roll a persuade?
Go for it, because right now he's just like this person. He's not.
I mean, I already
It's a
rolled a
little bit
10.
of both. I feel like you are acting extremely suspicious.
You are extremely suspicious
Okay,
right
hold on.
now.
All right,
He's
let me
like,
back up. So obviously you're playing around your guardrails and you're making sure you don't give away any proprietary information. I'm not trying to usurp that, but what I will say is
more suspicious.
I need to. What? Okay,
it's like going to a dealership.
Cody's not.
How
Cody's
long is
not
that
persuasive.
Lamborghini going to be painted?
Jedt is okay.
Exactly.
Jedt is okay.
Yeah.
So translate. Do the Gravitas translator app. So the thing is, as a customer, I need to know the speed per square inch.
So here we go. Do you have a ship that big? Do you have a ship that big?
I'm a prospecting customer.
But when you get a ship that
I
big,
represent many ships.
You
and
can bring it back here, and we'll give you a
Do
quote
I need to
then.
talk to the salesman for the paint team?
No, there's no salesman for the paint team.
Okay,
sir.
well then why don't you
And
give
see,
me the information that I'm looking for?
Security, we got someone over here that
my
needs to get
God,
escorted
bro.
out, and you see about 5 or 6 guys start walking towards you guys.
How hard are they? Are they hot?
You're like, listen,
really
I don't
hot.
understand how difficult it is to just give me hot French fries. If you just fucking would give me hot
give me
fries.
hot fries.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
not making a fucking big
I'm going to
deal.
ask for saltless fries, and you're going to get me hot fries regardless, and I'm going to put salt on them.
So,
All right.
you see him kind of just like, security is like making their way towards
right.
you guys, and he's just
So
kind of
nobody can
fucking
plan
funny.
any projects with you. Understood. Okay. Literally, you're like, no, you can't give me any roadmap, no forecast. Thank you very much. Your service sucks
Sir,
ass. Bye.
I told you what you need to know, whether
No,
you want
you
to listen
did
to it or
not.
not.
You told me jack shit.
I told you to decide your ship would take about 2 days. You
Can
were
I
at-
hear him as the guards escorting me?
No, he's just telling you. He's just like, sir,
No.
I told you it would take about 2 days for the ship you have. When you get a larger
No,
ship,
you said that ship had 2 to 3 days left.
Right.
You didn't say that when
and I
it
said
started.
your ship that you currently brought here would
Yes.
take 2 days.
So I'm trying to project plan another ship that I am affiliated with that might have this service, and I'll give you much money to do that.
Much money.
Once you get that ship, you can bring it down, and we'll have a discussion about it. I can't
So
tell
I have
you
to
that-
physically bring the ship for you to appraise the project.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
Cool. Then don't do it here.
Holy shit. You guys are fucking terrible at your jobs.
Don't do it here. He's like, I don't
You are
want
a
to fucking.
terrible salesman.
He's like, I don't want to deal with you.
He's like, yeah, I'm not a salesman. You're right. I'm an engineer.
Yeah, you don't. Your company does not have a salesman.
I run
but
the
a
foam
janitor
machine.
engineer.
Yeah, I know.
I go run foam and I
Yes.
fill a bay.
No, I know.
I
I'm
don't
just
know
saying
every aspect of a company or a building. I
You're
don't
representing
know.
a company that doesn't have a salesman, and you're acting in the service of being a salesman, and you're failing at it. So bye. All right, we're leaving. We're taking our business fucking elsewhere. Apparently.
Sounds good. And
I
he's
will
just
not
like,
get my hypothetical shit painted.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. These guys hate money so much.
Toots like turns around, but then turns back around to look at the guy, and she starts like moonwalking back.
Because you know what we could do is just say, well, Toots owns a fucking huge yacht, but you know what? We're being escorted out by
I mean,
someone.
literally, like they're gonna have to make me prove that I own the ship and bring it before they'll tell me jack shit.
Both of you guys, I mean, the
Holy
both characters,
shit.
I would separate both characters. I would say that would be best.
I think we fade out with Meesha's character just moonwalking.
And she's even doing like the
Oh
like
my
the hand wave thing. She's
And
like, yeah,
Jedt
you
just
wish you
screaming
had
in the
this.
distance, being carried by guards.
Tell me how much time. Tell me how much money. Tell me.
So I realized my children, Ricky, my oldest child, essentially, he goes like full goblin mode when he gets really mad.
Been there, dude.
And I experienced
Can you
this.
define goblin?
Yes. Please
Yeah,
define.
I will give you the example, and I will give you his follow.
Yes.
So we were playing wiffle ball the other day, and then we switched over to kickball. And so, part of kickball, if you hit someone with the ball while they're running, they're out.
And you said this is your oldest or youngest?
My oldest, Ricky.
Ricky, okay.
So, he's making a run for home plate, and I'm coming up on him, and I'm trying to judge the angle at which to throw this. So, like, I hit him because I'm like, okay, he's running this fast. Okay,
Yeah, the Billy Madison, you're out.
yeah. So I fucking and I'm probably like 5-6 feet away from him. And I fucking peg him
You Adam Sandler
because
it.
I don't know my strength, and I'm just like wham, and I hit him, him like right like the ear back of his neck part, and so he goes like, I'm like, you're out, kind of thing. Not thinking much of it.
Yeah, and it's like the rubber kickball.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he's like gets over the fence and he's like crying. And I'm like, he's like pissed.
You can't say he's going goblin mode. I feel like I caused
No.
it.
I'm getting there. And so like I'm just like, oh my, like I'm sorry, bud. Like I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Like it's just,
Yeah,
it's
good for you.
it's
Yeah,
bang
yeah,
bang
yeah.
play. Like
Yeah.
my
It's a
bad.
Bang, bang.
Like
He's into baseball. Yeah, that, you
I'm
gotta
like,
get him used
yeah,
to
I'm
that
sorry.
sort of,
Like
yeah,
I didn't mean to throw it that hard. Like, but no, it's
the ball
it's
had
a
to get
bang
there.
bang
it's
play.
kickball.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what's what happened? And he's just like, he starts like shaking and like making these weird noises. He's like, I'm gonna pitch now. I'm like, all right, cool. And he's like throwing it at me. I'm like, okay, like I get your frustration. And so he throws a good one, and I fucking just belt it because I'm a grown ass adult. And so I'm like walking around the bases,
Pointing at him, staring him down.
So I'm like walking around the base, and Amber like gets the ball. She's like throwing it in the Ricky. And she's like, "Get your dad out! Get your dad out!" He's like, he's like shaking, running at me, like just like full like anger mode. And I'm just like watching him. I know. So he goes to throw the ball at me again, and I just move out of the way. I just fucking move, and so I keep walking to third, and I get to third, and then I start like moonwalking in the home.
Oh my
And he's like coming up to throw another ball at me, and I just stop and move.
Oh my god.
He's gonna unplug your CPAP machine.
He's gonna unplug it just to charge his phone.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Sorry, Dad,
I'm just
you're out."
imagining this. All I can think about is like somebody commenting online, like,
I slammed my kid from 5 feet away with a fastball, and then I bragged and
Am I the asshole?
strutted around like, am I a dick? Why is he acting like a goblin?
No, I'm not saying I don't understand
Yeah.
why he
No,
was a
it's just
goblin.
funny.
Yeah, he just went full goblin mode.
Dude,
and it was like, he was like, he
The
didn't
fact that you
speak.
told your little kid it's a bang bang play, that's just such like sports dad. Like
Yeah,
it's not
sports
like
dad.
anything more than just like, hey, I played sports. This is how sports work. This bang bang
Nothing
play.
personal, kid. You know.
It's like, don't sit him down and be like, explain your feelings to me. It's watch me moonwalk, you fucking piece of shit.
I think.
Well, I mean,
Weirdly
as a
good.
young
Get me.
adolescent boy that had those
Yeah.
experiences
Yeah.
similar with his dad, it's like, what feelings do I have to express to you that you don't already fucking see on my face? I fucking
Yeah.
know.
You're mad.
Yeah, yeah,
But at the same
yeah.
time, like, I can't let him win.
Dude, what's the point? What's the point of him getting mad and then you're like, okay, you can win?
Yeah.
It's
No,
fucking
like,
lame.
yeah.
No, this is amazing. That's how parenting should
You
be.
gotta get better. You want to hit me with the ball? Fucking come at me. But I'm gonna move. Like I'm.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
the best redeeming factor is
I
like
love
when
that.
you hit me, it's going to feel right and you will
Yeah.
have earned it. Right. I think that's
Dude,
like,
yeah, when you're old enough to fucking
Exactly.
throw that ball as hard
Right.
as you can
Like-
at my face,
Right.
I'll
And also,
shake your hand
like,
and we can go home.
it's going to happen. So like,
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
basically like you're going to get bigger and stronger. Like it's going to happen. So it's just a matter of time. Like don't feel like you had to be capable of doing that now. Right.
It's just mostly just like watching this is like guttural ape come out of him where he's like didn't use words. He was just like shaking and like making grunting.
So I
noises.
think I can relate to that actually.
funny.
Like you were saying.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I've been in that goblin mode where I like.
we all have.
I remember like.
Okay,
just
rage.
apoplectic
I
with
wanted,
rage.
I wanted revenge so hard. Like
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
like, I'm like, and not, I'm not like calm, cool, and collected, and like I'm going to calculate this throw. It's I'm using all of my energy to run, pick up, run
Yeah.
back, just immediately
Yeah.
throw this ball.
Yeah.
And the testosterone that my body is starting
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
is I'm not in a state where I can even explain to you how I'm feeling. I
Yeah.
just was sent to my bedroom and now I'm fucking screaming to myself
Yeah.
silently.
I would like to share a story and anecdote, and it was when I went goblin mode on Cody because we were like 15, 16 playing Kingdom. It was Final Fantasy 9, and this motherfucker just reached over and gave me a wedgie.
Oh wow!
Nice.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember this.
I mean,
You gave me a fucking wedgie, and so I just went
bold-
fucking
that's a bold
goblin
move.
mode.
that's not something to go goblin mode over.
I went goblin mode. I was just like, how could you?
you don't do this to me. Yeah.
No,
exactly.
I was
So
so
I learned my lesson,
mad.
yeah.
I fully admit I was in like I get it why he was mad at me. I'm not
Nice,
taking that away
yeah.
from him. And I went over. I
That's
did
good
say
of
I'm
you.
sorry. Like my bad. Like I wasn't. I didn't mean that for that to happen. It wasn't. And then later, David's running for home.
Oh,
And
poor
I'm like,
David.
I'm going after him. I'm like getting up there, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw it softer this time. I'm not gonna peg him like I hit Ricky. Like I didn't mean. I legitimately
Meesha,
didn't hit
shut up.
Ricky
I know. I
really
know.
hard.
I'm reading dark romance novels. You
That's
can't
true.
say
Sorry.
that
No, that's
word.
what's
You're
funny.
right.
Is like
Yeah, that's a dark
pegging someone,
thought.
the pegging someone is like that. Like hitting of the ball, like pegging someone's like exactly that definition, which
Yeah.
is wild.
Like,
but
it
yeah,
is.
it has a new
I'm
definition.
gonna
yeah.
hit him with this ball.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna throw it softer this time.
Yeah.
So I lob it softer, and I fucking hit him right in the legs. I'm like, oh god, don't take him out of his legs. Don't take him out of his legs.
Oh,
it?
my
No,
God.
it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
And
I
then,
hit him like right on
Yeah,
the shin.
Yeah.
was
But I was
Ricky
like-
mad that you didn't fucking like give it to David as hard as you gave it to him?
No, he was paying. He was riding his scooter at that
Nice.
point.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
He'd
okay.
already
So
forgot.
he'd
Yeah.
already forgot. But it was just like watching him go. Yeah, I'll never forget how angry he was. Just like no words, just rage incarnate in his eyes, and then still
So funny.
couldn't hit me.
So there's three things I
Still
don't
couldn't
do
hit
to Meesha that I did once and never did again because of this goblin mode and Meesha saying putting her boundaries out there. Right? It's wedgies. It's when she yawns, putting a finger in her mouth because that's what my
Oh, that's
parents used to did.
That's a fun move. I like doing
It
that.
is so annoying, and I totally understand why it's a dick move. But that was the thing that my family did, and this was again when I was like 15. And like
Yeah,
I did it, and
it's
Meesha was
funny.
like, "Don't fucking do
Yeah,
that."
you
again."
might catch a fist from me.
Yeah,
That's-
Yeah.
Ricky and I had a moment like that where growing up in my family, if you made a sandwich, someone would poke a hole in it. If you left your
okay,
sandwich
that's
I hate that.
unguarded, like you made like a turkey sandwich, someone would walk up and come
No,
put
see,
their
I
finger
would
in
hate
it.
that. Yeah.
And so
I would
you
get
wash your fucking
so
hands?
pissed at that.
Yeah.
Right. So my brother, we went over to his house like on his birthday, and my brother made burgers, and so Ricky left his burger out. So I just walked up and just planted my finger right in it, and then pulled it out, and he just like picked the burger up and threw it away.
Damn. Giga Chad.
I was like, "Why are you throwing?" He's like, he's like, "You didn't wash your hands after petting the dog." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." He's like, "No, you didn't."
Dude.
He's like, "I'm not eating that." I'm like,
Did
All right,
you or
now
did you not?
I did.
You did? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, now I know.
Okay.
I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that again
Yeah.
because like I see the
The
visceral
boundary,
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the third thing?
That's a COVID era kid though, is
Yeah.
seeing that and be like, you didn't wash
Yeah,
your
true.
hands.
Yeah.
It's like, because and when I was his age, I'd be like, hey,
fucking
don't
cares?
put your fingers
Yeah.
in my sandwich.
Right. Yeah.
That's all.
Sorry, I've been cut you off. What
No,
was
no,
the
it's
third
good.
one?
I'd be like, if someone put a finger in my sandwich, I'd be like, what the Sigma? So all right, the third thing that that Meescha is a big no on was is just don't do it. That happened once and
I didn't know you
never
were going
again.
there.
Worth
Yep.
the wait.
Don't yell. I was like, blast off!
Jesus Christ.
I just remember seeing.
I don't know what I
red.
expected, but it was not that.
I saved it for last on purpose.
That was very annoying. Yes.
Yeah.